Hello, this is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and just gonna come to you briefly for a second. And by the word you see on display on the screen, you know what this video is about. So, what I'd like for you to do, if you haven't, go below the screen, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. This channel is growing, and I would certainly like to see the growth keep going. So I have a question, and it's like this. And I'm gonna use the word simp very brashly in a very smug way, because you're not really, if you're a simp, you're not really doing anything to improve the conversation in the black community. You just want to make excuses. And really, honestly, I think that's weak as fuck. And it looks pathetic. So anyway, here's a question that I thought about just this morning, but it's been kind of on my mind. If simps love black women so much, why don't they defend the black women who openly respect and love black men? All right, for those of you who can't just rewind a few seconds back and listen to this question, or you act like you don't understand the question because, hey, you know what? Black people, to me, often buy out of conversations that we can't handle and will rather meet you with ad hominem and insults, which means that you're just not a critical thinker anyway. So I'm going to ask this question again. If simps love black women so much, why is it that simps don't defend the black women who openly respect and love black men? All right. I think I got a few answers. I'll try not to take too long with this. But, okay, one of the first things that I came up with is that simps have a definite fear of women. They don't fear women that love them because there's nothing to fear. They fear women that hate them because, for various reasons. Number one, they're afraid of being called names like gay. Every time, like, it seems like a lot of bitter women, when you disagree with them, they immediately turn into extreme homophobes. And I don't see how any man can be afraid of being called gay by any bitter female, because I mean, they don't really have any credibility. I know this society believes all women and will believe anything a woman says about a man, and that's just all there is to it. I know it does, but that's no reason to not say or do the right things. People call you a simp because no matter if you see them being wrong or not, you will defend them anyway. These dudes are actually afraid that when a woman is actually going to say a word that's going to break them down. Because guess what? Ever since you were a kid, that kind of shit was shoved in your ear. Oh man, she finna kill you. She finna go off on you. And it's like this. You care about the ones that care about you. You don't care about the ones that blatantly disrespect you. All right. Another reason is that one reason that really, like, it starts to really piss me off every time I think about it. Black people love the bullies in our community. You love them. You love the bullies. Misandrous women have a tendency to kind of be female bullies. And bullying ain't just, giving you swirlies in a toilet, giving you a wedgie, taking your lunch money, beating you up because of, repressed feelings or something like that. Or they got miserable lives at the house. That's thinking from a narrow spectrum. I'll tell you one thing. I've had females gang up on me on social media posts and I didn't fold. A lot of these simps would. And the reason why black people try to cover for the bullies in our community, because they're black. It's a bad look for the black community. So these simps will defend these women like they're not doing anything wrong because they want to convince the rest of the world that black people black people can be respected, and other races can't. That's weakness. That's weakness. If you're not willing to put a person in check just based on the color of their skin, then you yourself are wrong. And you're a coward. Here's another reason. A lot of these little chicken shit guys think that if the black woman that is a bitter Miss Andrews, they think that if they can get some short-term gratification, then they have somehow done better than, have done better than every other man out there. They are the top of the food chain. They're the lion with the biggest mane and the pride. Just because some bitter ass woman who hates men anyway liked one of their comments or agreed with one talking point they said. See, a lot of those simps have fake alpha male syndrome. Basically meaning that they feel like that if anyone says anything to them and they don't take it to heart, especially if it's a woman, that, somehow that they're more of a man because of that. All that makes you basically look like is a pushover, and you deserve the label of simp. There is nothing wrong with putting a person in check with words. Words. Why are our people so afraid of words? Jesus. Yeah. I mean, just display a backbone every now and again, because there's not much of a backbone being displayed. Okay. A really big reason I went into this subject matter on a video I made a while back, and I'll put the link in the description. Black man survivor's guilt. I call it black man survivor's guilt because black men who were born in the present day have to hear how black men of the past have failed and were defeated and were taken over by the white man and blah, 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 and never built anything, even though that's a bunch of bullshit. There are so many black family men who build and take care of their families who don't get the credit and the acknowledgement they deserve because some nigga ass simp would rather wait to take a cue from a woman to see if it's okay to roll with the brothers. They feel guilty for shit they weren't present for. Like, if a female puts up a picture of some slave men in a movie and say black men are defeated, then why are you even giving that bitch the benefit of a doubt? That bitch is a coon. And honestly, like, this black man survivor's guilt, somehow you think that means that you have to take everyone's punishments and criticisms for what another group of people did. Slavery ended in 1865, which means that black people had enough time to get it together. That's right, simp. You could point out some real problems and affect some really positive change, but you're too busy feeling guilty about shit you could not help. Why don't your ass worry about the present fucking day instead of feeling guilty because some female said, oh my God, black men are defeated. You have nothing. You build nothing. And you respect these women? You're a coward. Again, you're a coward and a simp. You deserve the label. If it gets on your nerves, good. Good. Honestly, I've never seen so much convoluted crap in my life when it comes to our people talking on social media about certain issues. It's so convoluted. They sound like a bunch of excuses. And quite frankly, it's a sign of defeat. I really hate to say black men are defeated, but a simp is a very defeated mentality. And it's defeat by choice. So thank you for watching the video. I hope I answered the question, but I know it's a much deeper question than is qualified for a 10-minute video. If simps love black women so much, why don't they defend the black women who openly respect and love black men? What are your thoughts? Yeah, I would love to know who they are. So just, leave them in the comment section. Did I miss anything? Do you think I'm off? A lot of simps will say I'm off. So I'm ready for that. But it's just that it's starting to get annoying. It really is. I mean, trolling or not. The only time that, like, people use trolling as an excuse because they know they're stumped. Period. But, I mean, shit, I think it's a legitimate question that needs answering. And when I run across a simp, I'm asking that question. Because I've seen simps mistreat the women that other women mistreat just as bad or worse. Which means that you faking you really don't love women. You're just trying to get gratification for yourself. Validation. And that is really fucking pathetic. Okay, long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. Goodbye.